competition. Who has heard the phrase that competition is good? Okay, we not being business people, when we got down to WWDC, we were freaked out when we saw these other task management apps. One of our mentors told us that competition is actually a good thing, because what it does is it validates that there are people out there willing to buy the thing that you're building, right? And so if you're working on some idea and there are a few other people working on the same thing, what you need to do is realize that that's awesome, and you need to figure out what your thing is going to do that's better, and you're going to figure out how to do it better, and that's what you're going to focus on. That's what you're going to market and try to sell. So if you search right now, for example, for Task on the App Store, I think Calvin did this the other day, there are over 1,900 task management apps, and the competition is fierce. I think we got a little bit of a break being there in the beginning. There were only 4, right? But that still freaked us out. And over time we've realized, you know what, we don't need to be as freaked out as long as we focus on what we do really well and build new things in for customers, pay attention to them.
So this is just our little plug to kind of encourage you. You know, if you've got ideas or the things that you want to do, that you ought to start working on them today. And one thing you can do is take a simple idea, and Boyd and I had already done this before we started this company. We'd already taken some simple ideas and we'd taken them all the way to the end where they were done and delivered. And we learned a lot of things from that. You know, we learned how we worked. We learned what did work and what didn't work. We learned what to do the next time. And one thing I want to emphasize is, you know, with all your school schedule and work and everything, you'll never, I guarantee you'll never have more time than you have now to do this. You know, you think that, well, once I get out of school, then I'll have more time. But when you get out of school, then suddenly you got family that you got to commit, you know, time to. You've got typically, if you're with a family, you got neighborhood things. You start getting more and more church responsibilities, and your time just gets eaten up by everything. Especially as your kids. My kids are just now, you know, I spend time at Mutual now, and I've got to go on scout hikes, campouts once a month, and then scout camp for a week over the summer, and it goes on, and you know, your time just gets eaten up. So you'll never have more time to do it than you have now, and it'll be of less risk to you right now. You know, what have you got to lose right now by doing it? As opposed to when you've got a family that's depending on you every day to put food on the table and possibly, you know, a mortgage and all that kind of stuff. It's a lot less risky to do it now. And I'm just fortunate that my family bought off and Boyd's family bought off to let us do it, you know, kind of this late in my career anyway. So, and then another thing is spend at least 10 minutes every day. If you let days go by where you don't spend time on it, pretty soon that day turns into a couple days, turns into a couple weeks, and then you've got to start over because you can't even remember where you were at when you were working on it. If you just spend a little bit of time on whatever the project is every single day, you'll stay fresh on it, you'll be able to keep working on it, and it'll help the project move forward. And that's definitely what we did. I mean, you know, I say that we worked 2 jobs we did work 2 jobs all the time, and we worked all day Saturday. When we were doing it as well, but always spending a little bit of time every day helped us, you know, stay on track.